Hello everyone and welcome back to another day to Road to VGC Worlds 2017. Now, as you might have seen on Tuesday, we are back on track with videos. I will be trying to bring as much content as possible in English for VGC. I know I'm not the best player in VGC, mainly because I focus on TCG, but hopefully you'll find something interesting and worth your time. For example, this Eevee team. Now, some of you might be wondering why I had to turn the volume down during the Eevee animations. Okay, let me just make sure I can... Okay, I definitely want Eevee and Clefairy this time around. I used Smeargle twice yesterday in the Spanish video, and I had a pretty good read on the first game, and then the second game, Garchomp's C-move was definitely very surprising. But anyways, as I was saying, Eevee's C-move triggers a copyright strike on YouTube videos, so that's why I had to remove the volume there so I could upload the video without any issues, and that's why you will see me turn down the volume of my 3DS whilst the C-move is going on. Okay, Smeargle and Marowak. There's a chance Smeargle has Fake Out, right? So because of that, I'm going to double protect just to burn that possibility. My opponent could definitely go for the attack that breaks protection. I forgot the name just now, and double target the Eevee that way, but I really doubt it. I think it's an educated risk to assume that the possibility of that is very low, and there's a Fake Out and the Flare Blitz onto the Eevee. Yep, makes sense. Okay, so good that we played it safe. Now we are free to use Extreme Evoboost as we are no longer in threat from Smeargle. We are kind of in a threat from a potential Spore, but if he puts Clefairy to sleep, it's really no big deal. Because after I Baton Pass, if I'm not mistaken, and I bring in Tapu Fini, yeah, there's the Spore. Tapu Fini should not be put to sleep because under Misty Surge. So there's Eevee's stats going up. Now I can put the volume back up, and Marowak goes for the Flare Blitz, which shouldn't even KO Clefairy. Yeah, does a little over 50%, 66-ish%. So now I get to Baton Pass Eevee, and I get to burn a turn of sleep with Clefairy. I have the defenses boosted thanks to Eevee's attack, and I also have Friend Guard protecting my Pokemon. So Tapu Fini should be able to take any sort of attack Marowak throws at it, and I mean, I could even switch in Tapu Bulu to avoid the Spore because Tapu Bulu is a grass type Pokemon, but I'm pretty sure Misty Surge will allow me to prevent the Spore. There's a Spore, yeah, there we go. So perfect. And Flare Blitz is not only not super effective, oh, he targets Tapu Fini, and it did 21 hit points of damage, which is really nothing. I heal half of that with the leftovers, and now I have absolutely free reign on my opponent's Pokemon. Let me check what he has in the back. Smeargle will be holding a Focus Sash. That's pretty much guaranteed. Marowak is not scaring me at all. And in the back, a Scald is probably my best option. It will hurt everything that wants to come in, and I guess I'll just try to minimize Clefairy here. Try to wake up and use minimize so that my follow me's are even more scarier. Marowak does switch out. There's Tapu Lele. Not really scared of it too much. Oh, whoops. Yeah. So Smeargle does survive with a Focus Sash, but my opponent did change the terrain, so now he does have the Spore, If Clefairy wakes up, I'm gonna kick myself right now, because I should have used Follow Me instead. But Clefairy stays asleep. Okay, so there was no way I could have prevented that. I could have protected, I guess, and switched out. But none of my Pokemon were faster than Smeargle anyways. Okay, so now I have to burn sleep turns with Tapu Fini. But I also kind of need to Psych up with Tapu Bulu. Clefairy wakes up and uses Follow Me. Perfect. Okay, so I'm gonna burn a turn of sleep with Tapu Fini. I'm probably gonna be able to bring in Tapu Bulu next turn, which should... Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, okay, but I used Follow Me. Perfect. And he uses Tailwind. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay. Oh, crap. A boosted Tapu Lele is gonna be really, really scary. He will probably want to put Clefairy to sleep, but I definitely have to use Follow Me. Okay. I still think getting rid of Smeargle is the best thing to do here. I'm gonna Follow Me once again to avoid any Psych up from Tapu Lele. I really hope Tapu Fini wakes up though. Okay, there's a Psychic, which Clefairy does not survive. And wow, he has a Life Orb. Okay, I'm okay with this because Smeargle will not be able to put Tapu Bulu to sleep. So if he wastes a turn, or not waste, but if he uses a turn to Psych up, if he uses next turn to Psych up, at least I'll be able to get a hit in. But because of Tailwind, he's gonna be faster. Okay. I'm going to... I mean, I could burn him, but Moonblast does a little bit more damage. So I'm gonna double target the Tapu Lele, which will Psych up. No, he withdraws Smeargle, okay. And brings in Porygon-Z, which can use C-Conversion. Okay, he does go for the Psych up. Hopefully I wake up here. Okay, now we have a problem. Now we have a really, really big problem. Okay, that did a very respectable amount of damage. Tapu Fini is now guaranteed to wake up, but we have the issue that okay, I'm gonna Psych up now. How many turns are there of Tailwind left? Is this the last one? Whoops. Tailwind, yeah, this is the last one, okay. So I'm gonna Psych up myself. He shouldn't be able to take down Tapu Fini without a crit either. Okay, so there's a Psychic onto Tapu Bulu. And there's the C conversion for Porygon-Z. Oh man, this is very frustrating. I should have protected Tapu Bulu. Yep, there's the C conversion. So he's gonna transform into the electric type. Tapu Fini does wake up. This Moonblast, will it be enough to take down Tapu Lele? It is. Okay. I should have protected. Okay, the Tailwind peters out. So my Tapu Fini should still be stronger than his or not stronger. Should still be faster than his the issue is a fake out. He can really fake out, but if he predicts that and goes for a Tailwind, I'm going to be in a bit of trouble here. And I need to get rid of Smeargle because he can spore me. Ugh. Should have protected, Pablo. Should have protected. Do I predict or does he go for the Tailwind? Because I double protected last time around. Ugh. Screw it. Is he going to predict me and go for the Tailwind? If he does that, that's pretty much game. No, okay, he went for the Fake Out on the Tapu, which makes sense. And the Thunderbolt on the Tapu as well. Okay. A stab Thunderbolt from Porygon Z is gonna hurt like hell. Right? But he can protect Spore as well. He can protect Spore as well. So I'm gonna predict the Protect Spore and try to KO Smeargle. No, helping hand. Oh wow. At +1, okay. At +1, Porygon Z was even just faster than Tapu Fini at +2. Man. Well, my opponent played a very similar strategy, I guess. Can't believe he had Psych up on the Tapu Lele, but I guess it makes sense because he was copying. His intention was to copy his own Porygon Z. That was not the case. He instead ended up copying my attack, and I got full sleep turns. If I had woken up a turn earlier, I think the battle would have been quite a bit different, but that was not the case, unfortunately. So let's move on to the next battle. Hopefully we can produce our strategy there, and yeah, gonna switch the music to Island Kahuna. So yeah, my opponent's team was really interesting as well. Definitely very interesting. And now we see a Delibird. We see a Delibird, we see a Marowak, we see a Gyarados, we see a Crocodile, we see a Ninetales, and we see a Celesteela. Okay. So I'm gonna go Eevee Smeargle this time around because of the possibility of Blizzard and things like that, Earthquake, Rock Slide, etc. So we'll see how this goes. We shall see how this goes. Nice music. Okay, so Delibird and Ninetales. So I'm pretty sure Delibird can learn Fake Out. So I'm gonna go for the double protect first. Oh, but I don't have double protect. Oops. I do not have double protect. So would he Fake Out the Eevee? Okay, gonna protect and Wide Guard. Ah, that's right, Smeargle doesn't have protect. Oh, it has Painful Bunker. I'm so dumb. I am so dumb. Okay, we see no Fake Out apparently. Oh yeah, there it is. Onto Smeargle, that's fine. And there's the Blizzard. Okay, so that's cool. Thankfully my Wide Guard went first before the Fake Out. Yeah, that was really dumb of me. That was honestly pretty bad. Moody does raise my defense. I'm not gonna change too much. I don't know why I didn't use Painful Bunker, honestly, guys. It completely skipped my mind that I had it. Whoops. And now he saw the Wide Guard. So I'm gonna go for the follow me this time around. Hopefully he doesn't try the Blizzard once again. Okay, Delibird switches out for Marowak. And what's Ninetales gonna do? Hopefully he doesn't Blizzard. Freeze try. Okay, that's perfect. That is absolutely perfect for the stat changes. So we should be okay here. And now we can turn the volume back up. There we go. So everyone's gonna be buffeted by the hail, minus Ninetales. Moody is going to raise my defense now and lower my speed. And now's the time to Baton Pass into Tapu Fini and White Guard? No, because he does have the freeze dry. So I'm gonna follow me once again. If he goes for the Blizzard, as long as he doesn't freeze my Tapu Fini, I'll be okay. As long as he doesn't freeze my Tapu Fini, I will be a-okay. And there's a Baton Pass onto Tapu Fini. And yeah, before I make any sort of switches, I actually need to get rid of both of my opponent's Pokemon because Ninetales is a really big threat, and so is Marowak to my Tapu Bulu. Okay, so there's a freeze dry, so he was definitely expecting the Tapu Fini. Now let's see what Marowak does. Shadow Bone. Okay, so add +2 defense. It shouldn't deal too much damage. There we go. And now the question is, who do I bring in? Do I bring in Eevee to use Helping Hand, or do I bring in Tapu Bulu to threaten my opponent a little bit more? And I think the answer here is gonna be Tapu Bulu. Why? Because I'm gonna target the Ninetales, which will most likely have a Focus Sash, but I can burn it because of the Grassy Surge. I will also regain HP because the hail is canceling out my leftovers right now. Okay, just let me see what's my best attack. Based on the Pokemon he has in the background, Scald or Ice Beam. It's gonna be Scald 100% because even though it's not very effective against Gyarados, it can burn it. And I'm just gonna protect Tapu Bulu here. And then next turn, I can maybe... okay, there's the Scald. I could even switch out my Tapu Bulu and we get the burn, but I came nowhere near to activating his Focus Sash, which I generally thought I would. Okay, so as long as he doesn't freeze me, please. Okay, perfect. And Flare Blitz goes into the Tapu Bulu. That's fine. And now, seeing that damage, I feel like he might try to protect Ninetales. So my best bet would be to target the Marowak and switch out Tapu Bulu for Eevee. Sacrifice Eevee. Because I mean, the only Pokemon he can deal with right now is Tapu Bulu. So I'm gonna go for the Scald onto Marowak now, and I'm gonna make that switch because my opponent might predict that I will go and attack Ninetales once again, and therefore protecting, and allow Marowak to target my Tapu Bulu, hoping it survives the Rock Slide or whatever. And okay, so never mind that. Scald does connect with Marowak, does take it out, and now that my opponent doesn't have two Pokemon that threaten my Tapu Bulu, I'm not gonna lose Eevee here. Even with the crit. That's really surprising, honestly. That is generally really surprising. How did Eevee not go down after the crit? I have no idea. So maybe Tapu Bulu would have survived. A Blizzard, no problem. Okay, Ninetales is recovering a little bit HP. but it's no big deal. Loses a little bit with the burn as well. And I now have access to Helping Hand with Eevee. And we see Delibird. Okay. We see Delibird. I actually really want Eevee to go down. So I'm gonna use... Well, Eevee should be the last Pokemon to attack here, because Delibird will fake out. So if I Baton Pass, I can actually switch in for free into my Tapu Bulu, even if he doesn't target the Eevee. So that's my best play here. Delibird does use the fake out onto the Tapu Fini, and we're gonna see a Blizzard. Okay, that's perfect. That's what I was counting on. Even if he had used Freeze Dry on Tapu Fini to try and KO it, it would have been okay, because I would have Baton Passed out into Tapu Bulu. And even though Delibird is also an Ice type Pokemon, I don't think it's too offensive. So Tapu Bulu should be okay to survive one attack, and Tapu Fini should be able to take care of Ninetales. There's a lot of stuff going on in between in between turns. A lot of stuff. Okay, so now Tapu Bulu is coming back in. There's Tapu, and now we Scald the Ninetales once again, and we Psych up the Tapu Fini. Right? Okay, Ninetales Protect. That's no big deal. Unless Delibird does something really surprising here, we should be good. Icy Wind, okay. That's not cool. That's not cool, because I do get, wow, a critical hit on Tapu. He will get that speed boost for himself, but I can now target Ninetales once again and protect my Tapu, and still be okay, I think. This is being a lot more drawn out than I thought it would be, that's for sure. Okay, yeah. And with all the turns in between rounds, it's taking a lot of our time. Grassy Surge should be finishing soon though, right? Grassy Terrain, yep. Okay, so here we want to Scald Ninetales. Well, I guess we want to Moonblast Ninetales, just because it does that extra little bit of damage. And we are going to simply protect Tapu Bulu here. My opponent's Ninetales did protect the previous turn, so his odds of pulling off a double protect are very low. There's the Blizzard. Okay, so he has a 10% chance to freeze. That's true. But he doesn't get it, which is awesome. Ninetales finally goes down. Delibird goes for another Blizzard, so another 10% chance to freeze my Tapu Fini, which is obviously not ideal. But my opponent doesn't get it. Okay, Hail does end as well. So I'm feeling pretty good here. I'm feeling pretty good about our chances to win this game. No Hail means a little bit less things happening in between turns, the grassy field as well. And now we're probably gonna see either Gyarados or Celesteela, I'm guessing. Celesteela, okay. Celesteela does come in. So Celesteela is definitely the threat here. So I'm gonna double up with the Rock Slide and the Scald onto Celesteela. Rock Slide, if it connects with Delibird, should bring it down to its Focus Sash, if it even has one. Yep, it does. And deals a very respectable amount of damage to Celesteela. And yeah, that plus the Scald Onslaught, paired with my defense boost and the fact that I burned him, yeah, that's definitely gonna seal the match here. Tapu Fini avoids, Tapu Bulu avoids, and Celesteela even flinches. So, literally the worst possible scenario for my opponent. literally the worst possible scenario for my opponent. Okay, so that should be the game here. I don't even need to risk the Rock Slide anymore. I can Horn Leech and Scald, both 100% attacks, and there's the forfeit. So I think we played this pretty well. We predicted my opponent's decently obvious moves quite well, and we saw the strategy work to its full potential, really. So yeah, that first game was really interesting as well. My opponent played really well, and we were like up against very similar teams, which makes sense. And yeah, that's gonna be it from me, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoy this type of content. I know this is not the highest ladder, as I mentioned, but it means a lot that you guys are here. And if you could leave a thumbs up, that would be absolutely fantastic. And like I mentioned, I won't commit to bringing English VGC content every single week, but whenever I do find the time to do it, I will do it because I want to, right? So that's gonna be it from me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you guys next time. Bye bye.